Alright guys, what's going on? I wanted to watch the tape here as MDRR cracked in, ironically, 5 seconds after I started the tape. The recording, it actually just cracked, so um, yeah, I was hoping to kind of watch the tape as it cracked, but pretty much this is just one of the movies that just kind of happens. 3.5 being the key area. I drew a little bit of the lows here, so I drew a low, here, here. Just kept going higher lows, and eventually you decided to believe or not whether it's going to crack or whether it was going to go. I made the assumption people wanted to hold in a power hour that it was going to do something crazy towards 8. And just typing something in chat there. So, and I basically said in chat, I was like, you know what, like people are going to hold us in a power hour. They're going to hope it goes to 8, and then they're going to be bagged. And as soon as they're bagged, not only are they going to sell from this one candle here, but they're also going to essentially, all the shorts are going to pile in as well. So this candle here, it's only been a few seconds, right? So you got to imagine you're long. What do I do now? Do I sell here? Do I sell in pops? And so suddenly, if you haven't sold already, from this small amount of volume, anybody that's holding, these 3 million shares are thinking, okay, do I sell on pops? Do I sell here? We're testing some support here, over and under, but really, 3 is a key area from last night and today, as you can see, around $3 whole dollar mark. So it could be a short trap. It could be this could just dip down under 3.5, reclaim the ramp, but it's just one of those things where statistically, the chances of this going, versus the fundamentals of why is this even at 3? It should be at 1. There's no reason today why this was at 2. It was heading back to where it belongs at $1.20. So we're sitting up here at 200%. You got to ask yourself, if you're long, whether you're holding or not. So I mean, can go, up to 8, 9, whatever. But the chances of that, once you have a chart, an all-day chart like that, right, is pretty slim. And anybody who's short this is probably short above here. So there's not much to trap, right? Anybody who's short this is probably short, with an average of somewhere around 360s. So you can trap them to here and stop them out, but that's not going to push them out. They're not going to get stubborn, in the last hour. You're going to take it off. So there's not much to trap, and yeah. So what I'm thinking here is going to happen is, this is coming down, it's testing a natural support area. I don't think it should pop very much. I think that you'll start to see some offers come in on level 2. I think that, I think that the shorts are going to start getting interested on tops, and maybe chase it down even a little bit as it, if it doesn't pop, because everybody wants a piece of the pie, right? And this thing, like I said, is up 200% on nothing. So there's no reason why it shouldn't just start to go down. So I put on a small short where I started piling in here, live account, and I just wanted to see what it did. So as you can see, as it came up here, I was pretty damn confident. This isn't a hindsight thing. This is a looking right, assuming where it's going to go. I had to wait here and just see and confirm what it was going to do, what I thought it was going to do. But yeah, talked a little bit in chat today about shorting the backside versus the front side. Obviously, when I traded this today, I did cover some in open. I thought it might pop here, and I was like, okay, so I just put in a starter here saying, be patient. Added, huge, and then I was like, well, that's a stupid move. Versus like 360, got a little bit stubborn and, added versus 4.5 max and got stopped out, realizing it was going to a parabolic. And I was like, okay. So hop back in the backside. Well, I put on a small feeler at 6 because I just called the top there. Added in. and covered on the way down into support, and really just short strength and cover weakness. Figured it'd be kind of a crowded short. As you can see here, it's coming down to 3, that key level. It's coming out pretty fast. It's a 20% move. So it should be at 3 pretty soon here. There's still 50 minutes left in the day, so we'll see what it does at 3. And I'm just going to take off just a little bit of my position and live account. All right, just putting some orders there, just above 3, so it's just starting to cover. And yeah, so let's see what it does around 3. I'll cover just a piece here. And this test account, you can see it was a pretty huge position. And just start to cover some into the 3-0s versus 3, because that is support. It is the last hour, and it doesn't have to crack all the way. So I think it is important to pay yourself. So cover a significant amount of shares into that wash. It's a big move, right? From 380s, 370s to 3. It's beautiful. So I'm just going to be patient and see. We're at 7 minutes on this video. I probably don't want to go all the way to 15 minutes, just because I think YouTube allows me to do 15-minute videos. But yeah, just a nice little video of the crack here. Randomly started at the right time. I was really hoping for like 2 minutes to kind of explain why I thought it was going to crack, and then it just cracked. So it makes this video sound like it was complete hindsight, which is kind of funny. And just put in some more orders there. 290s, just covering a little bit more into the washes. So really, these are hard trades to predict what a stock is going to do. Some people prefer to. You could have waited until this snap 3.5, and then, to be completely honest with you, now it's hindsight making this video, but you can actually, have your position, and then you could literally just, I could have just added as it cracked, added, using that average or risking the reclaim of this area. But I had on a pretty big size. I wasn't super comfortable putting on tons. Wasn't looking to. This is kind of expensive to borrow. You don't have like a ton of shares to borrow either. So hit that area, that 3. 290s, definitely cover zone for sure. I think that, like, to me, is where I want to cover most of my shares. In these 290s area. So, I've got a small size, decent amount left. And, the goal would be just to see kind of what it does in the next 45 minutes. Because, I don't want to hold a full size and wraps back up against me, right? I got the move I was looking for. 3 test, 3 over under from 375. It's a 30% move now at this point, which is a significant move. So really awesome trade. And really where could it potentially go tonight? Probably, where the squeeze started is pretty reasonable, to be honest with you. you know, there's no reason why even after hours it couldn't even go even lower. But I think tomorrow, you know, it might take a little while to fade from as high as it is. But you never know. It could actually start to even speed up here, you know, to go back to where it belongs. So let's just see. I'm just going to start covering slowly as it makes its way down. If 280s get heavy, it may start to even speed up here. So, but holding or ramping back and then letting it do the job after hours is a pretty common thing as well. So. As you can see, the tape, if you're watching the tape, I don't see a lot of, there's not a lot of volatility, there's not a lot of buying right now. The volume isn't even really that high. And to be honest with you, any of these candles haven't really been a panic candle or wash. I mean, don't get me wrong, these are huge candles, but for the range that we're talking here, this is not really what I would call a panic wash. So either the panic hasn't started yet below 3 and people are still praying for pops to get out here, in which case, you know, this could get ugly really, really fast for longs and shorts piling in, or it's a trap. So, you know, one or the other. This is, you know, 2.9 is going to break and this is going to get ugly real fast. Or we're going to start to see it reclaim 3s and get light and start to ramp back up. So I think the next 2 minutes of tape is going to be very, very telling. And let's see if it is able to crack this 2.9 area here in a few seconds. All right, and there's the 2.9 break. And we might start to see speed up here. So just gonna do about a minute left in this video, but 280s, 270s on deck. Let's see if panic will start to come in here as level 2 gets heavier. As the offers start to stack. This is pretty low float stock. There's not a lot of shares to go around. But so, you know, I'm gonna stop the video there, guys. You know, I think it's going to be really interesting the next, you know, 40 minutes to see, you know, where this goes, if there's panic or not. Take a look back at the chart at the end of the day, and just see kind of this 3 over under level. What happened after that? You know, was there some huge candles after this? Was it just full on selling? Whatever the case, this doesn't appear to me to be any sort of short trap. It appears to be full on selling. So this could continue to get ugly, but tomorrow is going to be fun to look back and see, or by Friday, where the stock is at. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice work if you took the idea in chat.